antisocial walker, avoiding people. Well, they're not that bad, but only in ones or twos. Musing on stuff and observing nature, looking for some decent views. Hey, welcome to the Antisocial Walk channel. The mission of this channel is to find the walks that are peaceful, where you can find solitude away from the crowds. Antisocial, you could say. More like just avoiding the crowds. Anyway, this is a great walk. This is Woodhouse Eaves, Broombriggs Farm trail, along the track, along a field, open fields, up a hill. Great wildlife highlights in this one. All sorts of corvids, including ravens, and culminates in a Muntjac deer sighting, which annoyingly my phone was out of memory when it was about 2 feet away from me. So by the time I filmed it, it was about 100 yards away. But anyway, it was a great thing to see. And the reason such wildlife is viewable on walks like this is because they're so unspoilt by crowds of people. Yeah, so enjoy this antisocial walk. Woodhouse Eaves, Broombriggs Farm Trail. So this is Broombriggs Farm, Woodhouse Eaves, beautiful village of Woodhouse Eaves. And we're going to walk up the hill, Windmill Hill. Another beautiful February day. Okay, so this is a very peaceful place. If you want to avoid the masses, park in Woodhouse Eaves, top of the village, picturesque village it is, and just come up this track from the village. I've only seen those two people so far and a dog. It's not too bad. Now I do believe this is the birthplace of tourism, British tourism at least. I think the first organised kind of outing or tour was a bunch of workers going from Woodhouse Eaves, probably going from Leicester to Woodhouse Eaves on the train, and then walking up one of these hills. I think, is it that one ahead? Maybe Windmill Hill. And that was through Thomas Cook, Leicester Company, who are obviously, the name is synonymous with tourism. But that, I think, was the first organised sort of train trip to a tourist destination, or well, doesn't look like a tourist destination now. I mean, it's very nice and spoilt, but can't see many tourists. But then I guess old-fashioned tourism was a bit quieter. Here we are. The age-old question. Do we wait for a stile, an official stile, or do we go through the gap in the hedge? Let's go through the gap in the hedge. Red Bull. Little pond here, it's nice. Here's a reminder, look. 77% of the land in Britain is given over to agriculture. It's kind of depressing in a way, isn't it? And not really fair. The 23% of the remaining countryside. Looking towards a quarry there, that's Mount Sorrel Quarry. That's the real sound of the English countryside, isn't it? The rooks. I remember it's on the end of one of my favourite songs, Census Working Overtime, XTC, which is a very English, quintessentially English bit of pop, and it ends with rooks. Such a quintessentially English thing. Oh, great view now. I have to go a bit into the middle of the field to appreciate it better. Remember when you were a kid and your parents say, or your dad says usually, oh, smell that, it's the smell of the countryside. And you think, oh, not sure about that.
Well, that's how it smells here. But hey, it's kind of pleasant, good for the soul. Another brilliantly sunny February day. It's getting a bit boring now, all this sun. I've got things to do inside. It keeps being too nice and I keep having to go on these walks. Now, are those rooks actually crows? You know the rule, it's if you see a crow on its own, no, wait a minute. If you see a rook on its own, it's a crow, and if you see loads of crows together, they're rooks. So by that rule, these are rooks. But they might just be normal crows. Okay. I'm pretty sure they are rooks. I think it's all white faces. And that sound is kind of a bit different from the usual caw of a carrion crow, isn't it? There we go, looking down on Woodhouse Eaves. Not many people get the chance to look down on the people of Woodhouse Eaves because they're a bit posh. Bloody lucky living there, aren't they? Look at that. Jackdaws as well now. This is a whole bunch of it's a multicultural crow haven. This is, you've got normal crows, rooks and jackdaws. See a buzzard there in the distance, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a raven coming along as well, or a jay in those woods, which would be 5 different sorts of crows. Oh, Jim Horn, that's nice. This view will always remind us of him. That's what I want to get for my dad one of these days, something like that. And somebody's left a hat. I wonder if that's like a gift for Jim Horn, or whether they just forgot it, whether they meant to leave it there. Who knows? The rule was right. They are definitely rooks. I just saw the white face for sure. So if you see a lot of crows together, they're rooks, especially making that racket. Those jackdaws now. What a racket. Loads of jackdaws. Jack, jack. And from a different angle again, there's old John. Bradgate Park, just to the right of that tree where we were the other day on one of these walks. I hear the croaking of a raven, and there was one appearing to be mobbed by regular crows. Not sure. Yes, they are ravens. You can hear the croaking. Beautiful. I can see these ravens, I just hear them. I can definitely hear them croaking. Ah! There they are. Brilliant, how close to ravens. Look at this, closest encounter I've ever had. Muntjac. He was just looking at me like literally a few feet away, and it walks back through the woods. That is an amazing thing. What a treat. Muntjac, right in front of me, with the sound of ravens in the background. Beautiful. bye.